basically getting a routine, setting a camera in the same exact spot. It doesn't move. My light doesn't move. It just makes it super easy for me to just sit down and just record every day. What's going on, guys? So I am super excited to change up my YouTube channel. Before I was posting a lot of things about organization. Sometimes I'll post AI content, but now I'm going to post more Q&A content and more stuff about my personal life so you guys can get to know me better. So I'm going to break this YouTube channel down to a few different parts. I'm going to break it down to life updates, AI updates, just Q&A sessions, and sometimes we're going to do podcasts also. For the AI updates, it's just going to be my favorite AI tools that I like out there. It's not going to be like all the ones that get released, like the latest ones and stuff like that. It's just going to be my favorite and the stuff that I think that you can implement in your business. All my content is centered around just making AI easy for entrepreneurs to implement in their business, because I know a lot of AI stuff can be cool or it can be mysterious and stuff like that, but it may not benefit you into your business. So that's all I'm about, plugging AI into your business. And then also life updates. And this can be from all the way from organization, because I'm all about organization, to like personal things like the trauma, to just knowing me better, to knowing how I got to where I am today. There's everything when it comes to that. And the Q&A sessions will be more of question and answer. So if you ask me a question on my Instagram or in the YouTube comments or on Twitter or any place that I find it, I definitely will answer it right here. And what I'm most excited about is the Q&A session. So basically you can ask me a question on my Instagram or on this YouTube comment, sometimes an email, maybe, but mainly on Instagram and YouTube, and I'll answer them here. I usually like put every few days, I'll put like a little post up on my stories on Instagram, basically saying like, ask me a question. So if you ask me a question there, or if you just DM me a question, I'll get to it and I'll respond here. And lastly, we've got podcasts. I'm also going to be doing like interviews too. So interviews, podcasts, anything I do with other people, I'll put in the podcast section. And if you guys don't know me, my name is Akil Wade. I'm a content organization expert, and I also use AI for everyday use. I teach entrepreneurs how to use AI in a community we have called AI Inner Circle. It's a dope ass community full of just dope ass entrepreneurs and creators that just want to take their life to the next level using AI. So if that's you, definitely join. I'll leave a link in my bio. But now let's get to the first Q&A session.
Question 1 from Rodolfo Delgado. I've been looking for an AI app that plays with our voice, like Midjourney plays with pictures, or like ChatGPT plays with text.
I think the best app for that is probably Descript, and it's another one called Voice.ai, but it's like in beta right now, and sometimes they put you on the wait list on Discord, but it seems to be the best because they're cloning like thousands of people's voices and stuff like that. But Descript is pretty cool because it lets you play with your voice, and it almost makes you clone, it almost lets you clone your voice like exactly like you sound. But if you want to play with like a whole bunch of other people's voices, just check out Voice.ai.
Question 2 from GeoSaw. Where do you put your profits outside of a bank account?
So I barely keep any money in a bank account. I don't really use my US bank account anymore. I mainly use and hold crypto. Other than crypto, I have like an Indonesian bank. I'm about to get a South African bank here, just having my money everywhere. But I'm excited for BRICS to come out, which is like Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And like their currency that's going to be probably the world's strongest currency in the world, because you got China, you've got India, and all these countries put together. But yeah, I'm excited to put my money there because I honestly believe in that.
Question 3 from Victoria Hogue. What was your biggest failure in your business career? And how did you learn and grow into bigger success?
I've got to say that my biggest failure in my business career was basically maybe doing a crypto project with some people that I really couldn't trust. I thought that I can trust them. I thought that we were friends and stuff like that. And that was a big failure to me because like it really hurt me in my soul almost, because like, yeah, I made money doing that project and stuff like that, but people I really consider my friends and I trust, and people that were really the faces of our company like let me down in a way, I guess you can say. So I guess that I have to say that that's my biggest failure. And what I learned from that was basically to keep the ones that I really trust closer, like my best friend. Oh, we do Black Kids Travel together. And it also made me like look into myself more and tune into my own skills more instead of like honing on other people's skills. And I think that led to my success when it comes to this AI industry, because I was able to like focus on me more and what I like to do instead of like worrying about people that I may not trust so much just to make money.
Question 4 from I Am Groove Marvin. What is your story? How did you start in business and how did you get into the AI industry?
All right, so I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. How I started in business was back when I was like, 15 years old, around there. Well, I was doing like newspapers and stuff like that before then, but I started network marketing with a company called Bima, and Bima's still around, I believe. They're out in Scottsdale, Arizona. Great company, BK Borriego. Shout out to you if you're watching this. But basically, that's where I got my start from. It was dudes that were older than me that were making money. They were driving like Benzes, and I just really wanted to know how they were getting these cars, affording them, and how I can do it too. And I really believed in it. So I made money there, and that's really where I got my business start. Then from Bima, I went over to trying to start different ventures when it came to like music stuff, when it came to trying to create my own network marketing with some people. And that allowed me to find my mentors. And that eventually led me to starting a company with my friend Ryan called Baba Media. And that was a social media marketing agency. We went around trying different things, trying to make a company when we really didn't even know how to create a company. So it was kind of funny. We were just like bootstrapping it. My friend Ryan, my friend Mike, Josh, Brandon, all my boys from where I'm originally from in Michigan. And then from there, it led me to learning about a guy named Bob Proctor. From Bob Proctor, I met a guy named Eric Thomas, who's a motivational speaker. And I got the opportunity to film and travel around with ET. And that ultimately led me to thinking bigger, right? So I knew that I wanted to move because I love to travel. So I ended up moving out to California and Los Angeles. And I absolutely love Los Angeles. And mind you, I'm giving you the fast food version too, because I skipped out some stuff. Like I lived in Germany for a little bit, lived in the Bay Area, but ultimately the big parts of my story was I moved to Los Angeles and I worked with Delta Airlines for a little bit because I wanted to travel. So that really taught me how to be a good employee, but I knew that I didn't want to be tied down to like a company and stuff like that. That ultimately led me to trying to find myself when it came to like creating a company, which I have still today, called Black Kids Travel. And I moved around a lot. Went to Hawaii, went to Mexico, moved to Bali, and I was out in Bali for around 4 years. Left Bali, came here to Cape Town, South Africa, and did a ton of business ventures when it came to like drop shipping, made money in drop shipping, made money in the music industry for a little bit. But throughout all of this time, one thing stayed consistent, and that was me working on my video and editing skills. I did movie editing for a while, edited some Hollywood and Bollywood films, which was pretty dope. But like I mentioned before, when I was in Bali, I did a crypto project, which was really big, made a lot of money doing that. And that ultimately led me to thinking about what was really important to me, which is traveling. So I ended up traveling again, and I went to go visit Cape Town, where I am today, and I fell in love, stayed here, and now I'm in Cape Town. And that led me to AI because AI always frightened me. And before AI, I was using VR a lot. And then before VR, I was in crypto a lot. I was deep in the crypto world because that was something that frightened me. So I always run into things that like scare me kind of, and it's the new erupting industry. But when I like kind of heard of the new technology when it came to chatbots and things like that, it blew my mind, especially when ChatGPT dropped. Oh my gosh. I knew that I had to get on this because like I felt like it was something that I was started to use and I was gaining an advantage when it came to business. Like I get a lot of satisfaction from seeing other people doing good. So that's ultimately how I get into the AI space. Great question.
Question 5 from Red Wayne 7. I wrote an ebook using AI. Is growing an Instagram page around it worth it? Because it's taking forever.
I think the bigger question is like why you're doing it, because if you're just doing it to like make money, or if you're just doing it to like see what you can do, like it's your why, right? Because yes, it may take forever because you have to like figure out what works, what doesn't work, you know, if this is really for you and things like that, right? Like for me, if I'm writing an ebook, I don't really care if it's using AI, not using AI, whatever. If I really want that ebook done, I'm probably going to stick with it, even though it takes forever to grow an Instagram account around that ebook. But now that I think about it, you have to have a brand. Either it's the ebook brand or you have to have a personal brand and then push it through your personal brand if you want to market the ebook that way, because people usually don't buy the book a lot of times they buy the person behind the book, unless it's like a huge best-selling book that had tons of money behind it. So I will start off with your friends and family and see if they love it, and then keep talking about it that way.
Question 6 from Shant Hamas Biz. How do you keep up with it all and not get overwhelmed?
I'm overwhelmed all the time, but how I keep up with all is by having like good people around me and staying disciplined. If I had no discipline, it is absolutely no way I can keep up with the stuff that I do, because I'm doing tons of things, and most of the things I don't film. So I feel like without discipline, you can't really keep up with anything. So you got to like set a standard for yourself. And that's kind of what I've done. I set a standard to where it's like, I need to operate at an elite level because I believe that I am elite. And I think that I have to get up every day because I know that I am helping other people. And that's what really motivates me. Like knowing that, okay, I can sleep in or whatever. Yeah, it's cool. I can sleep in. I cannot post a video. I can not help anyone. Like, yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt my life too much. But if someone that's watching this video or someone that watches some of my Instagram videos and they're really expecting it because it may be really helping their lives. And then for me, that is way more worth it than like me feeling fatigued or me feeling overwhelmed or me feeling like quitting or not wanting to do it. Like the effect that I have from just like speaking to someone, I don't know, it can be a kid that's 12 years old that's watching my content. Like to me, that drives me.
Question 7 from Tahanalo. How do you show up and post content consistently the smart way?
So I think to answer that question, you got to have fun with this, right? Like when it comes to content, I'm really having fun with helping people with my content because I think that I'm the type of person that on my downtime when I'm bored, I just research a whole bunch of different shit. Like I'm researching different AI tools. I'm researching new things that's going on in the world. Like I'm researching things that happened in the past, like World War II. I'm like one of those people that was obsessed with history and obsessed with like innovation, right? So that helps me and it's to my benefit. So for me, like I just now get into this groove of sharing all the information because I like to share it. Like, but the people around me don't want to hear me ramble about this stuff all day. But it is people that would love to hear me ramble about AI tools. Maybe like my friends or my family or my girlfriend or whatever. They don't want to hear me ramble about things, but like maybe people online do. So that's why I do it. And that's how I stay so consistent doing it. My light doesn't move. Everything stays in one place. So it just makes it super easy for me to just sit down and just record every day. As I'm sitting here, Adobe just emailed me and said they just dropped their AI features. Let's go. Just sent me an email now. So I'm excited to check that out.
Question 8 from Rodriguez, Photo and Art. Any regrets?
I don't think I have any regrets. And I say that because yes, I've made mistakes, but those mistakes, I've learned from them. The things that I've done negatively in this world, I think that if I wouldn't have done it, then I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. I also think that you need negative things to happen in life because there would be no positive. I think that if this world was like all peachy and stuff like that, I'd probably maybe kill myself because I'd be happy too much and there'd be no sadness. You know what I mean? Like you got to have sadness. It makes happiness better. So I think that I don't have any regrets because it was just a part of my process and it makes me who I am. And the negative parts are actually positive things because it shaped me. So, yeah.
Question 9 from Tebow Norman. Do you think AI will be effective to find the perfect match on dating app?
Wow. Yeah, I think it actually would if you think about it that way, because if it has all this data and it knows exactly what you want and it knows like someone's like, I don't know, their human design maybe, right? Or their traits and their ways. I think that it would help you match with people more efficiently, and it may cut out some of the bad dates that you have because like maybe you know that person doesn't like spicy food or something and you do like spicy food. I don't know, whatever, right? But I think it just gives you more statistics. So then the date can be a little more matchfulness. But ultimately, I feel like the old school way of just going out and meeting someone is dope and it's the best way to do it.
Question 10 from Cease Connects. Did you have any mentors? And if so, how did you choose them?
I've had so many mentors. I feel like I picked my mentors by basically someone that thinks the way I want to think or someone that has what I want and they've been where I have been, right? So my mentor, Eric Thomas, he is from Detroit, Michigan, just like me. He like struggled a little bit when he was younger, just like me. He's a speaker and he likes to speak with his voice, just like me. So that was like a mentor for me. And I feel like I was able to pick them by just finding someone that has exactly what I want and has been where I am. So maybe for you, like if it's a woman maybe that like has what you want, maybe she's very successful in whatever niche that you're in, and maybe she's easy to reach. And even if she's not, you can read her books. Like for me, one of my mentors was Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill died like a long time ago, but I read all of his books and I studied this guy. And they don't even have to be alive for you to download their mentality, right? So that's the way I pick my mentors.
Question 11 from Mina Scala. What do you want to change in your life?
I'd gotta say to continuously, I don't know, honestly. Wow, that's a great question. No, if I had to change anything in my life, that's a hard one. I honestly wake up every day and I love my life so much. Like I love the process of growing a community. I love the process of working on myself daily. I think the only thing that I would change in my life is like having a more consistent pool guy, because the pool guy I have right now, like my pool looks so dirty back there. It's crazy. So I think I need a better guy. But other than that, man, I just love my life so much. I love having great people around me. I love people reaching out to me and just talking to me. You know, sometimes it goes further than you may think. But yeah, living life.
Question 12 from Gio Sa. Have you made your first million yet? And how are you positioning yourself to make more?
Yes, in my lifetime, I've created or accumulated $1 million. And I'm also positioning myself by basically just adding value. So my company, Black Kids Travel, we're providing value by documenting cultural festivals and entertaining people in that niche. So it's a really strong niche. It's tons of ways to monetize. So that's one stream of income. Then you got the crypto side. We got the real estate side. Then we've got the AI community side of things, right? Like there's just a few things that I'm positioning myself to create more and more wealth. And also, I think by you helping other people create and generate wealth, like my company Content Flows, I'm helping other people grow their companies using AI at astronomical rates. And I think ultimately that is positioning me to further my big bag, if I could say so.
Question 13 from Office Journey. Is being a vegan in Cape Town as convenient as in Bali?
Honestly, yeah, I would say so. There's tons of vegan places here. And like, no matter where you go, like literally no matter where you go, there's vegan options. You can be like far away from the city and there's still vegan options. I know in like Bali, if you leave outside of Canggu or Ubud, it can be like kind of hard because everything has like ayam, chicken or, meat and stuff like that in it. So it's really convenient here. And it's like a big city that has tons of options, which is very rare. Like even in Paris, it was harder to find like vegan places than it is here.
Question 14 from Mr. Shiro. Have you tried no-code apps like Bubble, IO, WordPress, Sotfer, or any others?
Yeah, I guess I was big into WordPress for a while to build websites, but I've been building websites lately on Wix because I honestly like Wix more than WordPress. I don't like that you have to keep updating your plugins when it comes to WordPress, which is really annoying to me. So yeah, that's why I don't really recommend it so much. But there's a tool that I just covered. I can't think of the name right now, but it's another website tool. I literally posted like 2 days on my Instagram, but it basically like makes it very easy for you to clone websites and things like that. So definitely check that out on my Instagram account. You can find that pretty quickly. But yeah, for me, websites are getting easier and easier to make, which is pretty dope.
Question 15 from Celeste Muller. Have you found wholesome communities to grow with everywhere you've traveled to live?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like great people and great minds think alike and we always meet. Like even here in Cape Town, I met so many amazing people. And when I first came, I wasn't really expecting to meet people so fast, but as soon as I got here, I met some great people. And everywhere I go, like Bali, freaking everywhere I've lived, in Germany, in Hawaii, everywhere, I've got fantastic people around me, great communities. And that's the one thing I love about being a traveler. I meet so many people I've met in other places all over the place. Like last night, I went to a dinner. It was 8 of us and we're all from Bali or came here from Bali. So that was pretty dope. Like you meet the expats because we all travel and we're all like-minded. So if you're not a traveler yet, I would love to get to meet you because it is a dope thing to be a digital nomad. All right, so those are my questions for today. And like and subscribe if you like content like this. I'm about to go eat now. I'll see you in the next one. And if you want a community of like-minded AI entrepreneurs, join the AI Inner Circle. The link is in my bio. Peace.